Hey guys, it's Mr. Radford here, and I'm gonna teach you guys a little bit about including constructivist loading. Now, realize I probably should have done this presentation a while ago, but better late than never. So here we go. Now, constructivist learning is usually associated with John Dewey, Maria Montessori, people like that. And the basic concept behind constructivism in education is that students take knowledge that they've, learned in class, add it to the schema that they add it to the well, not the schema, but the existing knowledge that they already have, learn the schema, and basically make their own meaning through connecting it to what they already know. And as you can see over here, this is Cobb, I'm going to say Cobb, and Fry's model of constructivist learning. Now, what they see as we switch between socialization, externalization, combination. So basically, what we do is we, you know, we, hold on, we combine the knowledge we get, you know, we take it into ourselves, then when we're doing that, we learn through socializing, and cycling between these four helps us find a better understanding of stuff. Now, the role of a student as a constructivist learner is basically just to ask questions and make sure that, because it's a student-led type of learning. Now, it's really contingent upon the student to ask good questions, to make sure that they're as it says, responsibility for learning on the student, it's not on the teacher. Now, this lady down here, Marie Montessori, her whole thing was let the student learn what they want to learn. If students not going to learn if they don't want to, so if they can learn whatever they want, hey, that's half the battle. Now, the role of teacher is basically just set the stuff up. More or less, they just provide the context in which the students are able to learn. Now, students should be able to, hold on, teachers need to be able to provide a good structure, a good lesson, and make sure students are able to interact with each other. Now, this guy, Vygotsky, the ZPD, the Zone of Proximal Development, what the teacher has the students do shouldn't be easy. It should be scaffolded, basically. If it's too easy, how much value does it really have? Puzzle that one. Now, inquiry learning is seeking the truth, information of knowledge. Well, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But basically, it's asking a question and researching it. So, one thing you could do is, I don't know. Let's say you wanted to find out if, say, Coca-Cola will be better at cleaning the gunk off pennies than Sprite. You'd say, do I have a way to test this? Then you'd set up an experiment and, go from there, draw some conclusions. Now, one of the biggest problems in our educational system is students don't really, they stop asking questions. Because more or less they have the creativity squeezed out of them by only having one answer. Now, as it says up there, students stop asking questions because they've learned through experience that it's not really the most useful thing at times. Now, some of this is on teachers. Teachers need to be open to student questions, and a lot of teachers don't look at things from multiple points of view. We have to use our students in that way, because good chance that they've thought of a problem in a way that you haven't. We still learn from them as much as they learn from us. Now, Pablo Freire was a big guy. His banking system was that students, it was basically an empty thing that the teacher filled with knowledge. So, more like a bank repository, if you will. And note that the philosophy is based in learning. I mean, we got Piaget, Dewey, Vygotsky, all guys who say, hey, if you want to learn something, you gotta do it hands-on. And when you do it hands-on, you incorporate into your own schema, and as such, constructivism. Boom. Now, problem-based learning is another constructivist thing, and what it takes is, it'll take a real problem like, say, ozone hole, and ask students to engage across multiple subjects. I mean, you got science, social studies, all kinds of stuff in here. Something else we could do, a web quest, which is where a teacher will set up something online. Basically, you're setting up an inquiry, but it's on your terms. You pick what the students will be able to do, you pick the resources, but you build the structure and you let them loose. Just to sum up what I'm talking about here, uh, including constructivism, it's really the same thing. It's a student-led model where the students make the meaning. Teachers aren't saying X equals Y. Students get to determine what is important, how they learn it, how they remember it. I hope that clears a few things up.